Welcome back to Procurement Doodles, where Sri Lanka's procurement guidelines come to life, one doodle at a time. You've issued the RFP, received proposals, and opened them fairly. Now comes the most critical step, evaluation. Today, we will discuss Chapter 8, Evaluation of Proposals. Let's deep dive into the process, one doodle at a time. You've issued the RFP, received proposals, and opened them fairly. Now comes the most critical step, evaluation. Today, Chapter 8, Evaluation of Proposals. Evaluation happens in two stages, technical first, then financial. The purpose varies by selection method, but the principles are the same: fairness, transparency, and confidentiality. Guideline 8.2 says, no information about evaluation shall be disclosed until the formal announcement. Let's look at the technical evaluation process, exactly as a summary. Step 1. CPC meets before the deadline to agree on the rating system. No peeking at proposals first, that would bias the scores. Step 2. Each member, except the chairperson, evaluates individually using pre-established worksheets. They score methodology, experience, and key staff, all the criteria from the RFP. Step 3. The CPC meets again to discuss differences. Large score gaps are reviewed. Members may revise their ratings, but changes are recorded. Strengths and weaknesses of each proposal are noted. Step 4. Calculate the average scores for each proposal. The CPC establishes the absolute quality ranking, not just a relative one. A minimum qualifying mark is set, typically 70 to 80%, and any proposal below that is rejected. Its financial envelope is returned unopened. That's the 4-step framework. Now, let's walk through each one in detail. Before the submission deadline, the CPC must meet to agree on the rating system, definitions of poor, satisfactory, good, and very good. Why before? To avoid bias after seeing proposals. Step 1 happens before any proposals are opened. The CPC defines what good means for each criterion. For example, good methodology equals specifically tailored to the assignment and flexible. This prevents bias after seeing the proposals. Step 2. Each member evaluates every proposal individually. They score each criterion on a scale of 1 to 100, then multiply by the weight from the RFP. No discussion yet, just honest, independent judgment. Technical proposals are evaluated on 5 criteria. The weights are disclosed in the RFP. Consultant-specific experience, 0 to 10 points. Methodology and work plan, 20 to 50 points. Key staff qualifications, 30 to 60 points. Transfer of knowledge, up to 10 points. National participation for international, up to 10 points. The RFP tells you exactly how points are distributed. Key staff are evaluated on 3 sub-criteria: general qualifications, adequacy for the assignment, and experience in the region or with similar institutes. The team leader should receive the highest weight, often more than 50% of the staff points. Step 3. The CPC meets to discuss differences. Large scores are reviewed. Maybe one evaluator missed a key point. After discussion, members may revise their scores, but every change is recorded. They also note strengths and weaknesses of each proposal for later negotiations. Step 4. The CPC calculates the average score for each proposal and ranks them. The RFP may set a minimum qualifying mark, typically 70 to 80%. Any proposal below that mark is rejected and its financial envelope is returned unopened. No second chances. Now that technical scores are final, it's time to open the financial envelopes and see how price affects the final ranking, especially for QCBS. Let's go step by step. Financial proposals are opened only after the technical evaluation is fully completed and the minimum qualifying mark has been applied. For QCBS, this is a public event. For QCBS, the CPC first announces the technical scores of all firms who pass the minimum mark. Only then are the corresponding financial envelopes opened. This transparency prevents any suspicion of manipulation. For QCBS, the formula converts these prices into financial scores. SF equals 100 times FM over F, where SF equals financial score, FM equals lowest evaluated financial proposal among all. F equals financial proposal being evaluated. The lowest price gets 100 points. Every other firm's financial score is a proportion of that lowest price. Firm price, LKR, financial score, C, 9 million. 100 times 9 over 9 equals 100. B, 10 million. 100 times 9 over 10 equals 90. A, 12 million. 100 times 9 over 12 equals 75. Using our example from the technical evaluation, Firm C had the lowest price at LKR 9 million. So Firm C gets 100 points. Firm B's price is 10 million, score 90. Firm A's price is 12 million, score 75. The combined formula, S equals ST times T% plus SF times P%, with T% plus P% equals 100, typically 80-20. Then the final table. Firm tech score, financial score, combined, 80-20, A, 90, 75, 90 times 8 plus 75 times 2 equals 87, B, 82 times 8 plus 90 times 2 equals 83.6, C, 73, 100, 73 times 8 plus 100 times 2 equals 78.4. Multiply the technical score by the quality weight, usually 80%, and the financial score by the cost weight, usually 20%. Then add them. Even though Firm C had the lowest price, Firm A wins because its quality was much higher. Final ranking, Firm A first, then Firm B, then Firm C. But not every method uses the QCBS formula. Method: financial evaluation. QBS, not scored, negotiate later. CQS reasonableness review, only. SSS reasonableness review, only. FBS, reject any exceeding fixed budget. Then the highest tech score wins. LCS, the lowest price among those meeting minimum tech score wins. For QBS, CQS, and SSS, financial proposals are not scored. Instead, the CPC reviews them for reasonableness, checking staff rates, overhead, profit, and reimbursables against audited statements. For FBS, any proposal exceeding the fixed budget is rejected immediately. Among the rest, the highest technical score wins. No prize scoring. For LCS, all firms above the minimum technical mark compete only on price. The lowest price wins. Once the combined score ranks the firms, the CPC invites the top-ranked firm to negotiate. For QCBS, FBS, and LCS, you cannot negotiate staff rates or price, only technical aspects like scope, methodology, and staffing schedule. For QBS, CQS, and SSS, you can negotiate everything, including unit rates and reimbursables. If negotiations fail with the top firm, terminate and invite the next ranked firm. Once you move on, you cannot reopen earlier negotiations. The final evaluation report includes both technical and financial scores, minutes of all meetings, and the signed negotiation record. That's financial evaluation, from sealed envelopes to final scores. Now you understand the entire evaluation process. Next, we'll cover Chapter 9, Contract Award and Publication. Stay tuned. Smart procurement builds a better Sri Lanka. See you next time. Thank you very much for watching One Doodle at a Time. Hey, if you want to never miss a future upload, hit that red subscribe button, then click the bell icon right next to it. From the pop-up, choose All Notifications. That way, every time we drop a new video, you'll get an instant alert. Let's grow together. Subscribe and turn on the bell now.